Assalamualaikum students. Hope all of you are fine. Okay, in last lecture, you were reading chapter number 1. Okay, 2 pages were left, and today we have to complete these 2 pages. So we left here at page 14. Yes, Mariam was reading, I think. Yes, who will complete this page 14? Who will read it? And I have to tell you something. Main incident, I'm going to repeat main incident of chapter number 1. From where novel begins, it begins when King Richard left for Jerusalem and asked Bishop of Ely to take control of throne in his absence. Okay, but after that, King's wicked brother Prince John accused Bishop of Ely, accused him of disloyalty, and he himself became the king. So it is the beginning of the story. It is the beginning of chapter number 1. And when King Richard was coming back to home, he was caught on the way. And then what Prince John did, he appointed sheriffs in different towns and counties, because John himself was a bad person, so his followers were, and they accused wealthy men of law breaking or disloyalty and took money from them or all the goods of their houses. And if someone was not willing to do so, they burnt their houses. One day, John's men caught a slave whose name was Much. And what did Much do? Much had killed a deer to get food for his children. At this, Prince John said that it was an illegal act. So, Much should be killed. He ordered that Much should be killed. And his men took him to Sherwood Forest. Much's home was also there near Sherwood Forest. Much's home was also there. And during this conversation, with Prince John, Much said that Robin Hood is the good spirit of Sherwood. And in the meantime, Robin Hood's steward reaches there and tells Prince John about Robin Hood's property. Okay, we read till here. In last lecture, we read till here. Now we have to start from page 14. Okay, first line, page 14. Who will read? Okay, Mariam was reading on that day. Okay, Mariam, continue.
From page 15,
From page 14.
first line.
Yes,
I
first line.
heard, I heard but a word of treason. Treason?
Treason.
Treason. Well, we would see what was in those coffers, and you, my good fellow, should have your pickings if you prove true and secret. Against my master, said Warman, can I betray him? But indeed my duty to you, sire, overweighs all other duties. Then I will tell you how it can be done. Tomorrow, Earl Robert is to be married at Fountains Abbey to the Lady Marian, daughter of Lord Fitzwalter. Tonight he holds a great feast in his own great house of Locksley Hall. All guests will be welcome and no close watch. No close watch kept as to who they are. If you and Sheriff come disguised as palmers from the Holy Land, perhaps with some tall tale of King Richard, you will have a ready welcome. If I like the scheme, exclaimed Prince John, who, for all his faults, never lacked courage. Come with me, good fellow, and you, Master Sheriff, gather your men and come also. We have little time to waste. Leave that dead dog there as a warning to Robin Hood should he come this way. When they had ridden off into the grey of the evening, and silence had fallen upon Sherwood once again, certain bent and maimed figures began to creep out of the nearby thickets
Ticket.
and gathered round the body thickets and gathered round the body of old Much the miller, which lay there. It had fallen near the still smoking ashes of his home. He is dead, exclaimed one of them. Well, better than blinding. These are cruel times.
Okay, thank you. So what happened next? Prince John says that he wants to see those coffers. He wants to see what is in those boxes. Coffers are actually boxes. Prince John says that he wants to see what is in those boxes, and whatever you are saying, if it proves true, then you will surely get your share. At this point, Stuart asks questions. Against my master? Should I betray my master? And then he says to Prince John, his duty to king is more important than all. Now he is showing his favor. He is showing his favor that his duty to king is more important than all. He is actually wants to tell to Prince John that Prince John's to obey Prince John is more important than all. And then he tells the news to Prince John. And what is that news? That Robin Hood is going to get married to Lady Marian, who is the daughter of Lord Fitzwalter, and this ceremony would take place at Fountain Abbey. So at this point, he reveals some plans of Robin Hood. So it means he is not sincere to Robin Hood. That's why he reveals some plans of Robin Hood. And he does this. Why is he doing this? He does this for getting his share. So he becomes greedy here. Here, Stuart betrays Robin Hood. And just for getting his share, he tells all the arrangements or plans of Robin Hood to Prince John. Prince John likes his plans. Prince John likes Stuart's plans, and he calls his men and Master Sheriff that they are going to Locksley Hall. Here he is also using abusive words, abusive language he is using here in second last paragraph, where he says, leave that dead dog there as a warning to Robin Hood. Should he come this way? So actually these are the words which are used for Much, and Much's dead body is lying in the Sherwood Forest. Okay. They left in the evening. No one is there. They left in the evening. At that time, there is silence in Sherwood Forest, and it was a time for all insects and reptiles to come out and eat their prey. So, what was their prey of all those reptiles and uh, insects? What was their prey? Their prey was Mutt's body, Mutt's dead body. So, their prey was old Mutt's dead body. At this point, someone said, a few men were there, and someone said that he is dead. And another person said, it's better than blinding. To be dead is better than blinding, than to be blind. And in the last line, someone is saying that these are cruel times. Okay, so on page 14, these things happened. Stuart told secrets of Robin Hood, plans of Robin Hood. He reveals his plans, and then Prince John and Sheriff, they make a plan to go to Locksley Hall. And in third paragraph, in last paragraph, it is told that Mutt's body will be eaten by those insects and reptiles. Okay. Now you have to read page 15. Who will read page 15? Please raise your hand. Hurry up, students. We have to complete this chapter number 1 and then we have to start chapter 2. Raise your hand. Okay, Mariam, you will read page 15.
I cried another. But when the king comes home from the crusade, things will be better. But if he never comes back, muttered a third, then that devil Prince John will be king. And God have mercy on us then. Here's that poor lad Much, son of the man they've murdered, interrupted another. What can we do for him? The old man went out to shoot a deer, for hunger drove him to it. Which of us can feed this poor orphan lad? There was a general murmur of pity while the boy much knelt weeping by his father's body. Then somebody said quietly, Robin Hood will not let him starve. Look, here comes his man, Will Scarlet, carrying a sack. May God and Our Lady bless this Robin Hood who comes to our aid like some very angel. A man had walked quickly into their midst as he spoke, a tall man of some 40 years of age whose costume of russet and scarlet well suited the name by which these poor outcasts knew him. Have courage, my friends, cried Will Scarlet, lowering the heavy sack as he spoke. My master and your true friend Robin Hood had sent me with his, fearing lest you should hunger. For he knows that the sheriff and his men have been out in the forest this day, and they ever leave misery and want behind them. God's blessing on brave Robin Hood.
Chorus. Chorus.
Cursed all of them except the boy who still knelt weeping by the still body.
Okay, okay.
Scarlet.
Till here, till here. Okay, first of all, look at page 14. I forgot to tell you meanings. Look at page 14, students. It's fifth line, a word sire. Sire is used. Sire is a word to address king. Sire is a word that is used to address the king. S-I-R-E. Page number 14. Page 14. Fifth line, sire. Sire is a word that is used to address king. In seventh line, Earl Robert is actually Robin Hood. In seventh line, Earl Robert is written, and this is actually Robin Hood. Fountain Abbey. Abbey is monastery. It is also called church. And in next line, eighth line, Lady Marian. Lady Marian is the daughter of Lord Fitzwalter. Now look at 11th line, page 14, 11th line. Page 14, 11th line. If you and Sheriff come disguised as the palmers from the Holy Land. So they disguised themselves as they have come from the Holy Land, that is Jerusalem. Scheme, plan. Probably it is 14th line. 14th line, scheme, plan.
What is Jerusalem?
Who asked and what asked? Last paragraph, third line, maimed. Maimed mean harmful objects. Page number 14. Page 14. Last paragraph, third line, maimed. Maimed figures mean harmful objects. Maimed figures mean harmful objects. It is page 14. Last paragraph, third line, maimed figures. Maimed mean harmful objects. Bent mean, in the same line, there's a word bent. Bent mean twisted, crooked. Bent mean twisted. And in next line, fourth line, there's a word thicket. Thicket is a dense group of bushes or trees. Okay, now come to page number 15. Page 15, third line, muttered. Muttered means speak in low voice. Page 15. Let me change the page here. I'm going to change page number on slide. It's page 15. Third line, muttered. Muttered means speak in low voice. And the next paragraph, second paragraph, page 15, there's a word lad. Lad mean a young man. Page 15, fifth line, lad. Lad mean a young man. And in last line, there's a word chorus. Chorus means sing in a group. Chorus mean sing in a group. Okay, the persons who were there in Sherwood Forest, they are talking that if King Richard comes back, then things will be better. And if he never comes back, then this cruel Prince John would never have mercy on them. Those men are also feeling sorry for Much, and they are also showing pity for him. They are talking about that Much only shot a deer to get food for his children, but he was killed because of this act. And those men were speaking slowly and showing pity for him. And the boy of Much was weeping by his father's body, by his father's dead body. Now another person comes there. Now another character, entry of another character, another person comes there. He is one of the Merrymen. Merrymen is a group of Robin Hood's supporters or followers. Okay. He is Will Scarlet. Another name of Will Scarlet is William Scatlock. Okay. So when there are two names now, Will Scarlet, then Will Scarlet or William Scatlock are the two names of a person. Who comes there? Will Scarlet comes there to help the boy, and that boy is a much boy. And they admire Robin Hood. The people who were standing there, they admire Robin Hood, and they call him an angel. Will Scarlet is 40 years of age. Here it is told about his costume, that what was he wearing, and he brought something to eat for Mutt's boy, for Mutt's son. He brought something to eat, and he spoke that his master Robin Hood has sent this for them because he knows that Sheriff and his men are out. And all men said that Robin Hood, all the men who were standing there, they said that Robin Hood is brave and may God bless him. Here, at this point, Will Scarlet also encourages the persons who were there, and he tells that Robin Hood had sent him. Then they start singing in a group. Chorus means sing in a group. They start singing in a group in favor of Robin Hood. Whatever they sing, that is actually in favor of Robin Hood. That like God's blessing on brave Robin Hood. Now, who is interested in reading page 16? Students, please raise your hand. Hurry up, do not waste time. Udasta, you will read page 16. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Mudassar.
Scarlet went over to him and laid her hand gently on his shoulder. "So they have killed old Mudge," he said. "Have comfort, boy. He is at peace, and has been spared many evils. But it was a pity that see the arrow has transfixed in his heart. Strange that arrow never came from Newton's armory. It is such a one as my master and his servants use. Good will Scarlet, cried the boy, turning to him suddenly. "Let me come with you and serve your noble master too. I know I am but 12 years old, but sorrow brings us quickly to manhood, and I would be revenged on these accused
Accursed.
murders. Accused. Speak not of revenge," said Will Scarlet gently. "It is for justice that we fight. But come with me. We have need of a bold lad like you, one who can be trusted even unto the death, as your father could be trusted." "Ay, chorused the group
Chorus.
round chorused the group round about them. "Be sure the old man died rather than betray your master, and so would any one of us. God save Robin Hood, King Richard, and Robin Hood."
Okay, thank you. Okay. Here, the boy of Much was the only person who knelt weeping by the still body of his father. Still mean that was not moving. Still body, the body that was not moving. William Scarlett comes and he comforts him, and he also shows sympathy to the boy. He is consoling the boy of Much and says that this old Much had got rid of pains because now he is died, so he has got rid of pains and worries. Now he is showing him that he is showing him the place where old Much's body was hit. In first paragraph of page 16, he is actually telling the power of of arrow, that how it hits the target, how it hit its target, and that target, what was its target? Its target was Much, old Much, and it transfixed his heart. Arrow had transfixed in his heart. The boy of Much was thankful of Will Scarlet that he brought something for him to eat. He also said that he will take revenge of his father. Much boy is saying that he will take revenge of his father, but William Scarlet advises him, do not think of revenge. We are not fighting for revenge. We are fighting for justice. We need a brave and courageous young man like you. These are the words William Scarlet is saying to Mutt's boy. We need a brave and courageous young man like you. You are trustworthy young man. It's better to be dead rather than betray your master. So he's saying that William Scarlet is saying it's better to be dead rather than betray your master. And your father did not betray your master. A. A is an expression.
Excuse me, teacher.
Students, why are you unmuting mic? Please don't unmute mic. A is an expression that is used to express acceptance. A is an expression that is used to express acceptance or approval. At the end of this chapter, they are wishing for Robin Hood. They are wishing also King Richard. And then again, they are wishing Robin Hood. The people who are standing there, they are in favor of Robin Hood. They are talking about Robin Hood's bravery. They are also talking that they are also talking about Robin Hood's good deeds and God's blessings on him. And they are also wishing for Robin Hood and King Richard also. So here chapter number 1 ends. Okay, before we start chapter number 2, I would like to tell you something. Where the novel ends, page 295. Please look at page 295. After page 294, turn 4 pages. After page 294, turn 4 pages. Please let me know if you have got this, or if you have not got this, please let me know. I'm saying after page 294, turn 4 pages, and then there is written, who is who in the adventures of Robin Hood. When you turn 4 pages now, then after that it is written there, who is who in the adventures of Robin Hood, the merry band. So these characters are written here. Number 1 is Robin Hood, Robert of Locksley. I would ask one of you who has got this. Girls are not here. Okay, Tabeen, unmute your mic. After page 294, after page 294, you have to turn 4 pages. Have you turned 4 pages? That there is a page. Who is who in the adventures of Robin Hood? So the merry band, these are the men of the merry band of that group of Robin Hood. Robin Hood, Robert of Locksley. Then what is next character?
Friar Tuck, Brother Michael.
Okay, Friar Tuck, Brother Michael. Next character.
Will Scarlet, William Scathlock.
Okay, Will Scarlet and William Scathlock. These are two names of a person. Next character.
Much the Miller's son.
Okay, next.
Mad Marian, Lady Marian Fitzwalter, also known as the Shepherdess
Shepherds.
Clorinda.
Okay, Maid Marian, who is also called Lady Marian. Fitzwalter is the name of her father, and she is also known as Shepherds of Clorinda. Next character.
Little John, John Little.
Okay, Little John and John Little. And next, on page.
The Butcher, Gilbert of the White Hand.
The Butcher, Gilbert of the White Hand. Next character.
Reynold Greenleaf.
Reynold Greenleaf. Fine. Next.
Porter a Bland.
Arthur a Bland. And
George a Green.
then
Beatrice.
okay, fine. These are the members. These are the people of Merry Band. These are the members of Merry Band, and Merry Band is the group of Robin Hood. Okay, and all the followers and supporters of Robin Hood are there in this group. Okay, now Robin Hood's friend and their friends. Which are Robin Hood's friends?
King Richard.
Okay, King Richard, Richard the Lionheart. Then
Sir Richard of Lay.
Sir Richard of Lay. Then
Ranulph, Earl of Chester.
fine. Next.
Ellen Ardale.
And
The Black Knight.
okay, these are friends. And which are enemies?
Prince John.
Okay,
Sheriff of Nottingham.
fine.
Sir Guy of Gisborne.
Right.
Stewart Warman.
Okay,
Lord Fitzwalter.
right. And the last one is
Mother Maudlin Witch of Papelwick.
okay, good. Thank you. Okay, you will also read the description of these characters as after Robin Hood and Robert of Locksley it is written, he is leader of the outlaws and the greatest fighter in the land. Robin Hood is handsome, clever and charming and has a determined spirit. So you will read description of all these characters, friends, the members of Merry Band and their friends and enemies. You will read the description of all these characters, and then in next lecture we'll start chapter number 2. Okay, class 8. Thank you so much.